Welcome back, everybody. We've got a first order versus first order match. We're going to decide what is better. Is it the FO with Proud Tradition and Advanced Optics, or is it the SF with Special Forces Gunner? It is Carl versus James. We've got two blocks of ships set up in opposing ends. Should be a good match. Hope everyone is having a good night here. Looking forward to getting this game underway. Captain Phasma is in the pink turreted SF, and Backdraft is in the blue one. All the FOs moving forward, quick draw in behind them, a virtual wall, an impregnable energy field. We're back to dials here. This should be an interesting match. Proud Tradition's been a topic of hot debate. We're going to have a video one of these Mondays coming out about Proud Tradition from Reese, who you saw last game. Let me get music going. Let me know how that volume is. Here we go. 5 straights coming from the Zetas. So now it's the FO's move. Looks like they're all going to go 5 forward in pursuit of Backdraft. I think you try to use this ability to get as many target locks as you can. You know you're probably not going to get a shot, but he's going to focus. So it's going to be the barrel roll, rotate, Backdraft, turning his arc to the back. Of course, that gets him an extra die. What a champion. X-Wing debrief. Good to see you guys. Thanks for the follow. Phasma continuing the formation. Ooh. This is a lively jaunt. Turn this one up a little bit. They're gonna check for shots. I don't think they're gonna have anything. We are back to dials. You know what? I forgot this. For the very few people watching, and the millions who will one day also not watch, let's get ready to set dials. Gotta love it. So it looks like we're gonna have these first order ships circling each other until they decide to turn in. No one really wants to go through that cluster of debris right now, because you would have to break up your formation to do it. I wonder if maybe we end up getting a K-turn out of these ships at some point, or sloops, to just turn them around and start heading them at each other. The shield advantage definitely goes to the SFs. It's gonna be a pretty interesting battle. Proud Tradition could play a huge role here. Quick draw, of course, with the double attacks. Well, bonus attack once he loses a shield. It can only happen once per turn, though. Here we go. So there's a 3 Harden. There's a barrel roll left, so really working hard to keep that formation. Now it's the FOs. And there's the 3 bank in. First break in formation. If they all 3 bank, this will turn it more into a diamond. Ooh, there's the bump. They were set up too close to each other in the beginning. And red will bump. That's why you have to have good spacing when you start out for formation flying. Backdraft with the 3 bank as well. Probably out of range here. Don't think he'd be taking a shot. If he does, it's a range 3 through a cloud. He's just gonna focus. And then Phasma keeps the formation. Now quick draw will move. I would bet. Oh, straight. I was gonna say 3 bank in, but no. He bumps. He would have bumped no matter what there. I think it's probably a tactical bump. No shots, and we're going back to dials as the circling continues. Yeah, I think they're just taking a moment. I don't think either of them wants to be the one that goes in too fast here, because if you end up in the wrong position, you're facing 5 shots. So, I mean, you just don't want to put yourself in that position. And as good as the SFs are on shields and hull, like 3 and 3, it's a lot of beef to go through. Aside from Captain Phasma with Special Forces Gunner, they're just going to be rolling 2 dice. So Jimmy doesn't want to be too aggressive here. But also, at some point, they're going to have to try and attack each other. They set up those obstacles, so they both have the same goals, you know? They're both flying formations. They both have similar dials. So if you look where they put the obstacles, they're like, we want to be able to use the outside. John, no poll. I didn't get it set up in time. I'm sorry. But they both wanted these obstacles in the middle, so they have room on the outside to set up and maneuver. But now neither of them wants to go through it. X-Wing, they're Buffalo boys. Both of these players are Nickel City guys. The The Ontario Online Open, we'll get as many of those games in as we can. I don't think they're going to be the Tuesday, Thursday times. I think they're going to probably just be whenever people sign up to get it done. But I can't wait to cover more of that tournament. And by the way, we are opening up to non-Nickel City people. If you do ! signups, it'll take you to a Google Doc. You can put yourself in time periods where you're interested in, and we'd love to have you. Get you on stream, show your skills to the world. So they're all the SFs appear to be going 2 forward. Again, very non-committal. There's just no alley through the debris. Here's the first commitment to a turn-in through all the obstacles from the FOs. It's really a game of patience at this point. Yeah, I think you're gonna need to branch out, dude. I mean, Vassal is good for X's and O's. It's good for like planning and like, you know, learning formation flying. But as far as virtual experiences go, I think it's kind of hard to beat the TTS experience. I mean, look how good it looks. To me, it feels more like playing a game. Look at this formation, getting his formation back in line with the FOs there. Backdraft wanting not to get caught in that, so he's gonna barrel roll out. So the first turn in comes from Carl. It's a little less automated. It's not. I think it's not like Vassal is great because there's shortcuts for everything. Like you can hit Control F and get your firing arc. Control Shift F will get you like all the firing options. Here you have to click. They don't have the ability to keybind. If they've got the ability to keybind, it would be every bit as convenient as Vassal. Like the bumps are still automated. Everything, all that is still automated. The firing arcs are still automated. It's just getting that. If we just got the ability to keybind, and I submitted this. I was like, what's up? Why can't we do keybinds? And they're like, tabletop just doesn't have the capability to allow the modders to do that. And I mean, it's a pretty old game at this point. I think it's like 5 or 6 years old. It might be as old as 7 or 8. And I don't know if it's ever going to be updated to allow that. No shots. We're going back to dials here. The camera angles are really great, John. Like being able for me to get in and be like, all right, if red goes straight, is he going over that asteroid? No, he's not going over that asteroid unless he lands right on it. If he can go straight through it, you know, like being able to get in and do that kind of thing is really cool. And if you're a top boy, like I go to the top view for dials, right? Like that's an aesthetic choice I made because I think it allows people to view the whole board, pretty nice and make decisions on what they think should happen. And then for movement, I like to go here because then it's more of like a game feel, you know? And then at any point I can go in and just like zoom in on a ship and be like, all right, so this is what's happening. There's the arcs there. I can take a look at, you know, there's the Mega Squadron, there's Proud Tradition, stuff like that. There is a text option. It's in the bottom right. You'll see when they make a move. If you look under my logo on the left, bottom left there, you'll see the text. Oh, see, night there. That's all popped up. You can chat in that. I make it as small as possible, but I keep it up so that I can see what move. Like sometimes it's hard to tell if something was a 1 bank or 2 bank, but I leave that up for that. I also like the visceral feel of the tokens. Like it seems so impersonal in Vassal, you know? Yeah, well that too. You totally can do that. Just visually, TTS is far superior. I think it's more game-like to me than Vassal, but I still think Vassal has a place. Here we go. So here come the turn-ins. You definitely can on Vassal, and I think Vassal actually removed all the artwork from cards to avoid any entanglements. I'm not 100% sure they did that. I just heard a rumor that that happened. So a half turn-in, half straight right now. Yellow also straight. So it looks like green's gonna be the sacrificial lamb here. Let's see what the FOs did now. Green with the 3 bank stops just before the asteroid. Gotta get real close. If he doesn't barrel, it does look like he'll go over the asteroid next turn. There is the barrel roll. So yellow with the 3 bank in and focuses. And then brown with the 2 bank. I really like the setup here for the FOs. Information still. Although brown does have a tough choice next turn. We're definitely going to get some shots this turn, so that's good. Backdraft just jets forward. He's still out of this fight. And then the brown FO Or that's Phasma. Phasma with the big turn focuses. Now let's see what Quick Draw did here. One bank will probably get a barrel roll here to avoid the asteroid. There it is, right. I like going right. Kind of it's not the biggest pincer in the world, but a little bit big. A little bit on the outside there. Let's see if we get shots now. Nothing for Quick Draw. Let's see what Phasma has. So this is going to be 3 dice on 3. Phasma has a focus. Let's crit, focus, focus. Could spend for 3. Not going to spend. 1 crit coming in. 3 defense dice. 1 evade. Phasma had a focus, but Jimmy chose to save it for defense. Red has a range 3 shot. 2 dice, range 3 onto the green SF. So that's how angles work. 2 hits coming in. 1 evade. And there's a shield off the green SF. Now the green FO has Phasma, has the green SF. Looks like Phasma's range 2. This is going to be range 2 to Phasma. One hit. Phasma evades. So the Phasma ability won't kick in. So nothing goes through, nothing to neutralize. Yellow has got Phasma obstructed range 3 and the green SF. So this is an obstructed range 3 shot onto Phasma. Two hits. 4 defense dice. 1 focus. Blanks all around. So 1 shield. Red is going to take that shield. So the focus for the evade, and then the Phasma's ability makes the shield on red go down. This is on Phasma again. 1 hit. 2 hits with optics. So Phasma's ability is going to trigger again. And that is going to go into green. So green loses a shield, red loses a shield. Phasma is still full. So this is green going range 3 into the green FO. Little green on green violence. 2 hits with the focus. It's going to be 4 defense dice. Green has no mods. That is shields down onto green. And we are back to dials. Not an ideal round for the SFs. They do have less agility. Advanced optics turns the FOs into what First Order has for A-Wings. Not as good as A-Wings, because nothing is. You know, I didn't think to get a new Snapple, but you know what? Let's just do, you know, we'll get a new sponsor today. Our sponsor today is Solimo, prebiotic probiotic gummies. Take 2 of them in the morning. They taste pretty good for, you know, medical gummies, and they'll help you lose weight. I don't know if that's actually true. All I know is that since I got surgery, I have to take them, and it helps me lose weight. I also have to take vitamins. So many vitamins every day. It's kind of annoying. Trying to keep the load light on my PC. Gonna have to get rid of that laser background. So a lot of choices need to be made right now. Yellow is pretty much tucked into going straight. Red and green have banks. This is on the FO side, and the brown FO. That's a tough situation. I don't know if he's gonna be able to avoid eating that roid. For the SF's sake, they're in a little bit better positioning right now. Well, likely all 4 of them get shots. The backdraft is just sitting out there in no man's land. Basically a ship in reserve right now. Doesn't seem like the right round for it, but when the sloops happen, Proud Tradition will come into play. There we go. Green with the 3 turn. Wonder if he barrel rolls to try and get some blocks in. Could turn into a hairball real fast. And there is the barrel roll right back. Yellow with the 2 hard. Yellow's just gonna focus here. There's a tactical bump from red. Brown with the 1 hard. Just conceding that he's not going to get a shot here. He just takes an evade, play defensive. Green with a beautiful left bank in. He takes a focus. There's the face off. Instead of getting bumps, there's a focus. See what yellow did here. This one should bump. So there's the bump. Backdraft with the 2 turn in. Still fairly irrelevant here. Definitely not in range of anything. Phasma with the turn away. Could try and barrel rotate or focus. Could focus rotate and still get a shot out the back. Yeah, backdraft is definitely biding his time. Backdraft is biding all of our time. So, looks like it's going to be a target lock rotate from Phasma. Now we see what Quick Draw has in store. 1 forward. So it looks like the green SF is in a little bit of trouble right now. And there comes the target lock from Quick Draw. He does have fire control system. So this is going to be a range 1 shot onto green. This is going to be a 4 versus 2 shot here. One mod being fire control system, has the lock, could fire control system, could spend the lock. Tough choice here. It's going to spend the lock to reroll both. One more hit acquired. 3 hits coming in. 1 evade. So that's going to be shields down and half points and 1 hull. Green with 2 hull left. Could be initiative killed here. Backdraft with no shot. This is going to be a range 2 shot from Phasma onto the green FO. 1 hit, 1 focus. It's going to fire control system the eyeball. 2 hits coming in. There is an evade and 2 focuses. Could spend. And he is going to spend the focus and not take any damage. So this is going to be the red FO, now range 1 into the green SF. This is going to be a 3-on-2 shot. Red does have a focus to spend. He gets 2 through. Green's off the board. Natties blanks out, and that is green off the board. 1 FO or 1 SF down, rather.
Don't underestimate the force.
That's not the right one.
Don't do that.
Still not the right one.
That was too close.
Nope.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Okay, that one applies, but it's not the one I'm going for. That's it. This is going to be a range 3 shot onto the red SF from the yellow FO. Two eyeballs, doesn't have a mod. Now the green FO is going to get a shot. Range 2 to yellow or red. Probably stick with red here. So this is going to be a range 2 shot to the red from green. 2 hits coming in. 1 evade. Red will take a shield. So this is red returning fire, range 2 back. 2 hits coming in onto green. The FO doesn't get anything. That's gonna leave green with 1 hull left. Yellow now. Range 2 onto the green FO. Looking for the kill. Has a focus. Can spend for 2 hits. Green needs 2 evades to survive. Doesn't get him. Blanks out.
Oh yeah, it's time to shoot.
Still not the right one. That's the right one. So the green FO goes down. And that is all of our shots. We're going back to dials. Let's get a scoring update from Gerg.
Well, Greg, the score now is James 34, Carl 32.
Thanks, Gerg. Haven't heard from Gergina in a while.
That's because you never throw it to me.
That's true, you never throw it to her.
You're right, I never do. I like hitting buttons and making stuff happen. I have no excuse. Gonna take this time to remind you, if you haven't followed us, smash that follow button. If you have a little extra scratch or Amazon Prime in your pocket, give us a sub. I think we're about 5 subs away from being able to unlock another emote into tier 1. I don't actually know if that's true. I think that's what it said. It's very confusing. This Twitch thing is just woof. There's a comment from my Reddit post advertising this link today. There's an online version of this game and many question marks. So I think that qualifies us as an educational stream. So what do you guys think? Who's got the advantage right now? 1 SF off the board, 1 FO off the board. Pretty much dead even, 1-for-1 trade there. Points give Jimmy a little bit of a lead, but nothing huge. Still anyone's game. Also, on our panels down below, be sure to follow us on YouTube. We're going to be releasing content every Monday, as well as all the games we have. So if you missed a game and you want to check up on it, it'll be on YouTube. If you want to catch out original shows every Monday, that'll be on there as well. Once we get 100 subscribers, we can have a custom URL, so I can be like youtube.com/NickelCityXwing. Until then, it's some convoluted string of shit. Of course, if you just want to enjoy a couple games of X-Wing and don't want to be bothered with all that, that's fine too. Quick Draw could pull off a big round. It remains to be seen, says John. That's true, but in order for Quick Draw to do it, he's got to be shot at. If he's just ignored, there's not a lot Quick Draw can do about it. So here's the Zeta with the 2 bank. Focus is up. There is the turn away from red. Of course, that back arc, huge. Brown with the 1 turn in. This is where Backdraft could finally get involved here. There's no real anywhere for him to go. An evade is better when you're rolling 3 dice. A focus is better when you're rolling 4 dice. Of course, when you're taking 2 shots, neither matters. Here's the yellow FO. Puts himself in an awkward situation with no shots currently. Probably could barrel roll left if he wanted to. Wouldn't get a focus if he does. Is just taking an evade. Here's the 2 hard from red. And there's the bump. Let's see what Phasma and Backdraft do here. Backdraft with the 2 bank in. Expect we'll see some form of focus or target lock and rotate. Let's see if Backdraft. I think he probably is in that FO's arc, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. Jimmy deciding what he wants to do here. I think you take a mod and rotate here. Even if you're taking a shot from the FO, it's going to be 2 versus 2. And you can actually do some damage to him. So here's a target lock rotate. It's gonna be 3 dice with a target lock. There's no advantage to target locking over focusing, except for the fact that fire control system allows 1 reroll. Phasma the 1 forward. Phasma could lock and get the fire control system, could just focus. Phasma is also going to take a lock. Could get this FO initiative killed. We'll have to put in 4 damage. There's the 1 straight with quick draw, and it's going to take a lock onto the yellow SF. So quick draw, it's going to get a range 1 shot here. So that's going to be 4 dice into yellow. Yellow hasn't had any damage yet. So it's going to be 4 versus 2 with a target lock. Only 1 hit, and that is gonna cause the lock to be spent here. So we're gonna get 3 rolls, 3 dice re-rolled. Here it is. Little better, 2 hits coming in. Yellow does have a focus. Jimmy deciding whether or not he wants to take. He's going to spend his focus to take 1 damage. I think that's the right call here. Can't shoot if you're dead. So now it's Phasma range 1 onto the brown FO. The FO has an evade. Phasma has a target lock. Fire control system coming in. That's 3 hits coming in. Let's see what the FO can do for evasion. 1. Does he spend the token now? He does. So Brown will take a shield. So now this is a range 2 bullseye shot from Backdraft. Crack shot is active. Natty hits coming in. One evade. And that gets crack shotted. And that is a dead FO. The FOs that are remaining will get to shoot. So this is the red FO, range 2 obstructed onto the red Zeta. This is going to be a 2 versus 3 shot. 2 hits. Red has a focus, has to spend it. That's going to be half points onto red. So this is going to be red going range 2 to the back on yellow. Gets the evade, doesn't have to spend the evade token. Now it's going to yellow out the back. 1 hit onto yellow. Gets the evade. Also has an evade token. Let's go to Gerg with a scoring update.
After that round, the score is now Jimmy 68, Carl 48.
Thanks, Gerg. Always keeping on top of things. Carl accidentally deleted his dial, so we're gonna pause time when it gets this. So I've been thinking. I haven't been thinking at all. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been wearing my glasses almost in this entire quarantine, and I'm like afraid that that might be doing something bad. Do it look smarter? Probably not. I can't. The way that my camera's set up and where my screen is, I can't like look at the camera and also look at the screen without like turning my eyes, and it doesn't, it's that far out of my periphery. I'm gonna need to do something about that. So let's get to speculating here. Phasma, we might just see a sloop here. Let's bring up an SF dial. Yep, only sloops. I think that's what we might see from Phasma here, if not a turn to the right. We might start seeing some sloops here from yellow and red. They can still get focuses with Proud Tradition. Hasn't really mattered so far, but could. I think Quick Draw is probably still just one forwarding to victory here. Back arcs on the SFs really paying off so far. might see a turn from the yellow FO to try and keep up pursuit on the red SF, as that one is injured. No shields left. It's down to 3 hull. Yellow FO is at full. So theoretically, a hit crit could do it. Pull a double damage. Here we go. Let's see what the Zetas have in store here. There's red with a 2 hard right. I'd like to see a barrel roll here to get a little bit better coverage. But we'll never blame someone for focusing or taking an invade either. And there is the 2 hard from yellow. He's in a good position. Has a good shot at quick draw. If quick draw doesn't get anyone in arc, quick draw's ability doesn't matter. Let's see what the FO's got going on now. Here's yellow. There is the big 2 hard. See what red does after the focus there. Sliding in. Bumps, but evades the asteroid, so still a pretty good maneuver. Here's Phasma. There is the 3 sloop. Take a stress, but able to get in the fight next turn, and the turn away from backdraft, trying to get that back arc. Debating whether or not to try and lock and turn. It's gonna check for a lock and then rotate. Could always take a lock on an object. Does have quick draw. That's 3 great options. So this is going to be on the red FO, target lock, and then a rotate. The big zoom forward from quick draw. Could also target lock rotate. Gonna evade. I wouldn't hate a rotate here. It's not gonna rotate though. Phasma's gonna go range 3 through the cloud onto quick draw for 2 hits. 1 blank will turn into a focus. All eyeballs. So 1. Cloud turns 1. So this is backdraft, range 3 onto red. Backdraft's ability gives him an extra die. Has a target lock if he wants it. He is going to spend it. For hit crit, coming in onto red. Red doesn't have any modifications. 4 dice. 2 evades. Now the FOs get their shot at the red SF. This is a range 2 shot from the FO onto the SF. One hit coming in. 1 evade. Yellow will get the same shot. Range 2. Double blanks. Could spend for optics. 1 evade. Red escapes without any injury, and now it's revenge of the FOs. Or SFs rather. Yellow doesn't have anything. No shots for any of the SFs. So we're going back to dials with just over 28 minutes left. Did anyone see the schedule released today? The Bills have 4 prime time games this year. That means people believe in them, and that's a scary thought. I don't like it when people believe in us. I think red and yellow just keep up the pursuit onto the red SF. The yellow SF probably comes in with a 2 hard. The 1 hard is red on the SF dial. So maybe a 2 hard. Be able to get the focus off. I'm real unsure where quick draw is going to go. I don't like that he didn't rotate last turn and try to get a shot. Big thinking round here. Big brains playing 4D chess. Backdraft once again out of this fight. Here we go. Yellow with the 2 hard like we thought. Focus is up. Red with the 3 turn. Might just evade here. Sorensen, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Ooh, what a move there. That's a 3 forward from the yellow, and then the 1 hard fits from the red. Great move. Phasma 2 forward. Thinking maybe just target lock rotate on quick draw here. She's gonna focus rotate. There's the turn from Backdraft. Focus rotate. See what quick draw did here. The sloop. That is a surprising sloop to me. Stresses quick draw, and he doesn't have his arc in the back. So this is going to be Phasma range 2 into quick draw. Phasma has a focus. Natties. 1 evade from quick draw, so that's going to be 2 shields. So that's 2 shields down on quick draw, and he's not going to get to capitalize on his ability. So now it's time for the FOs to take their shots. Yellow gets a range 1 shot into the red SF. Has a focus. Has advanced optics, can spend it. That's 3 hits coming into red. 1 evade. Red is down to 1 hull. So now red on red violence. Also range 1. 3 hits guarantees a death. Has advanced optics, could spend it for hit crit. It's hit crit coming in. And he spends the focus token to live. Red will see another shot. So yellow gets its pick now. So this is going to be yellow onto red for 1 crit. And it goes through. Shields down onto red. Score hasn't changed. We are back to dials. So now Quick Draw has Phasma and Backdraft on his tail. I think we're going to see some sloops happening from yellow and red now. On the FO side, they can still focus with Proud Tradition. I think it's going to be pretty hard for red to survive this. Yellow still has a lot of health, and Backdraft and Phasma, the big hitters, still at full here. We've got 18 minutes left in this game, and Carl has, even though the points don't necessarily show it, he's got a lot of ground to make up here. The 16 points from killing red will only put him at 54, so he's gonna have to half another ship without losing, you know, one shield on Quick Draw for half, or, you know, one on the red FO. So he's a little bit behind the 8 ball here. There's the red Zato. With the 5 hard, puts him in a bad position on the asteroid. He might have to barrel roll just to... Could take the risk on the thing, on the asteroid, and maybe 1 hard stress. Just to focus. And there is the forward 2 bank from yellow, just focuses, trying to trap Quick Draw here. And there's a 4K turn from yellow. I think we'll probably get much of the same here. And there is the K turn. Proud Tradition allowing the focuses. Phasma, the 1 forward to victory, or sorry, the 2 forward to victory. I think now you probably take a target lock. Backdraft with the 2 hard turn. Probably see a target lock as well. And there it is. See what Quick Draw did here. A 3 straight from Quick Draw. Could barrel roll, could just focus and get 2 shots off on yellow, assuming he loses a shield. Here's the barrel roll. Chip right. probably put himself. Barrel roll pays off. He still has both ships in arc. This is gonna be a range 3 shot onto red. 3 dice. Red does have a focus. This is the only shot red's gonna take. Hit crit coming in. Red needs some paint. 1 evade, 2 evades. Red lives. Phasma has range 1 obstructed through the cloud onto quick draw. So this is going to be 4 dice from Phasma, has a target lock. Fire control system on the eyeball. Stays an eyeball, so let's hit crit coming in onto quick draw. 2 evades. So that is going to trigger quick draw's ability, and he's going to take another shot at red. Nothing. Backdraft now. This is range 3 obstructed onto quick draw. Gonna spend his target lock for hit crit. All the evades you need. Now it's the FO's turn. This is going to be red onto yellow. Range 3. Spend his focus for 2 hits. Natty evades. Range 3 shot from yellow onto yellow. That'll be 2 hits again. 2 evades. Yellow will now get a shot. We'll take it range 2 onto quick draw. It's gonna be 2 on 2. 1 hit. Quick draw needs an evade. Two evades. So this is red range 3 onto the red FO for 2 hits. 4 defense dice, needs 2 evades to stay clean. Gets 1. That's going to be half points on the FO. That's our round with 11 minutes left. Let's go to Gerg with the score.
Thanks, Greg. The score is now James 115, Carl 48.
So the mountain to climb for Carl now gets higher. Unable to finish off red that turn, takes half points on quick draw and one of his FOs. Score right now is James 115, Carl 48. Red might have to one hard here to avoid going over the asteroid, otherwise could end up killing itself. think Carl needs to get some urgency here. Try and score some points. See if he can make up some difference here. Problem is the FOs just don't shoot a lot. They're 2 dice attacks. You only got 2 of them left. Quick draw is pretty much your only heavy hitter. Here we go. There's the 2 hard, and that clears. Yellow, straightforward. Trying to get a back arc on someone. There's the 2 forward from red, clears the stress. Focuses. Yellow, the 3 forward. Also clear stress. Probably focus as well. Now we'll see what Phasma and Backdraft have done. Phasma with the 2 banked in. Phasma focuses. Backdraft now with the 2 hard, covering a bunch of angles here, and it's gonna relock onto quick draw. Quick draw with the big sloop. 3 sloop. We'll take a stress, but we'll also get a shot. The draw's gonna go range 2 to Phasma. Phasma's ability still active, so yellow might be in for a hurt in here. Yellow still has 2 shields. Fanatical for 3. Phasma double evades. And yellow takes a shield. Backdraft, range 3 into quick draw. Fire control system. That's going to be 2 hits coming into quick draw. Quick draw will roll 3. Just rolls 2, but gets natties. Phasma now has a shot. Range 2 onto quick draw. Has. Gonna spend the lock on the focus and the blank. 3 hits coming into quick draw. Quick draw blanks out and quick draw is dead. That will probably do it. With 4 minutes left, I don't think there's enough damage output that can be done. So now the FOs are checking their targets. So red and yellow are both going to go into Phasma range 2. So this is yellow shot into Phasma. So one evade from Phasma, and that means yellow will take its last shield. That's half points onto yellow. Now red. Ah, the devil's roll. It's going to be 1 onto Phasma. And blocked. Now here's yellow, range 3. This is gonna be a range 3 shot onto red for 1 crit. Red rolling 4. Gets the evade. So we've got 2 minutes left in this game. I've got 2 minutes left on my clock. Jimmy telling me what to do with my clock. Unrepeatable. Unrepeatable. We don't swear here. Greg doesn't swear, right? Fuck no. So this is likely the last round. 80 points separating James and Carl. I don't want to say anything's impossible, but I think this might be impossible. I know, John. Oh, can you believe it? John, you gotta admit, the mild wing looks good, right? You really want to rub it in, Jimmy. It's 144 to 64. Right? They look good. After 2 months, it gets a little darker, and then 3 months, a little darker. So the more people subscribe, the hotter their wing gets. If we ever get like a year-long subscriber, suicide wing. It's gonna be charred black. Maybe the year you'll get like a cup of blue cheese. Maybe that'll be the sub icon for that. So here we go, last round. Red turns away, Jimmy saying he's no longer playing the game. Yellow, 3 bank away. No real reason to risk any of these ships here. A 5 forward from yellow, gonna focus. Looks like it's going to be a 2 bank left from red. He's going to focus. Can't say Carl's given up. He's putting himself in position to get a shot here. Phasma's gonna target lock rotate. Backdraft comes in. He's gonna target lock. So let's get to our last shots of the night. Range 2. Gonna spend the lock. One hit coming in. One evade. Phasma gets range 1 from her rear arc. That's going to be 3 dice. Has a target lock as well. Doesn't need it. Natties. Spending the focus to live and take shots. Now the FOs get their turn to shoot. The only shot available for red is in to backdraft range 2. That's not the shot he needed. He needed the shot onto the red. One hit. One evade. Range 2 from yellow on yellow. Hit crit coming in. Yellow spends it to no damage going through. So this is a range 3 shot onto red for a crit. Can red live to see hyperspace? Absolutely. Guys, that is our game. If you haven't followed us, follow us. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Follow our YouTube channel on the panel below. Thanks for joining us tonight. And also, we'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great night, everybody. See you next time.